Hello, everybody. My name is Luchara, and this is Mad Games Tycoon 2. There's a new map, just came out. So let's check it out in this stream. Roar, indeed, Alyssa. Let's roar. All right, so new game. We're going to do medium difficulty. I don't really want to do... I don't feel like doing hard or very hard or legendary. I've never actually played legendary. I played legendary in Mad Games Tycoon 1. It's quite difficult. I have done hard and very hard. I have let's plays of those if you really want to see it. So let's just go medium. We'll do normal start year 1976. Game speed normal. European manner, that is the new map. So we will check that out. Company headquarters Canada, which gets us what? Doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't really matter. Special genre. Yeah, we'll do role playing game. It's just your special genre. You receive a 3% boost to reviews, which generally leads to more sales, obviously. Furthermore, your fans will never get bored of this genre, which is nice. Yeah, you get role playing game fairly early, so yeah, let's go with that. Like, I would not recommend doing a late game thing like first person shooter for your special genre because it takes so long to get that, and the hardest part of the game is the early game. But I mean, honestly, if you're on medium difficulty, it's not going to be that hard anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, Luchara, we are a game designer. We have balanced skills. For our perks, we have CEO. We do not lose motivation. We have talented. We learn faster. We could probably take that one off and try something different. Luck. We get critical work results more frequently. Just means better games. All arounder. The limit for secondary abilities is increased. So whatever your primary is, you can get all the way up to 100 skill in that. Let's just take this off for a minute. And everything else, typically, I think it's 40. That looks like it's 50. It might be 40. Anyway, that's the cap, right? But if you have this on, I believe the cap is 60 instead of 40, which is nice. And then we have sequel or imaginatives, which is a sequel thing. Imaginative employees constantly have new ideas for sequels. When a sequel is developed, these employees generate higher gameplay points. We're probably going to do a lot of sequels, typically. So we want to try something different other than talented. Talented is nice, though. Yeah, let's just go with talented. Let's take a look at what some of these other ones do, though. Error-free employees never create bugs. This is really good early game. It gets less good once you have QA, and you can get QA fairly early. Inexhaustible employees do not need breaks, which is nice. Star designers create hype for games they work on. This is really nice early game as well. Before you have a marketing department, once you have marketing, it doesn't matter quite as much. Sporty, movement speed is increased. Orderly, does not make dirt or garbage. Medical miracle, does not get sick. Iron bladder, does not go to the toilet. What we got down here? This row was added later on, so I haven't really even used some of these in this row. These employees generate higher graphics points when developing a retro game. Okay, so that's like a late game thing. Porting specialists. These employees generate higher tech points when a game is ported. Okay. Sequel thing, which we have already. These employees can develop engines much faster, which is nice. Workaholic. These employees can complete contract work much faster. I guess my face is kind of blocking some of these, but I'm reading them. Efficient. Efficient employees can complete all tasks marginally faster. Let's go with that. Let's go efficient. Completing all tasks faster seems good, right? Or do we want to leave talented on? Okay, take CEO off. No, CEO needs to be on. Cannot take CEO off. All right, so let's get into it here. Let's yeah, whatever. Let's just jump into it. Disable tutorial. Try new stuff. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we'll just go with the normal game settings tutorial off. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for purchasing Mad Games Tycoon 2. Please keep in mind that the early access version still lacks many features. The game is unbalanced in some places and bugs may occur. Furthermore, all translations are very faulty. Have fun. I do think that it's fairly well polished. relatively bug-free for an early access title, in my opinion. Let's make a lounge. And we'll make toilets here. So we need our people, our employees need a place to go on break, right? So that will be this. How many chairs can we fit here? Probably just one, right? What if we take snapping off? Can we squeeze a second chair in here? Sure can. Beautiful. That's a pro tip for you right there. If you can't squeeze something in and you feel like you should, chances are if you take snapping off, you can make it work. All right, we need some heaters in here. Don't want the break room to be cold, right? That would be bad. You'll be able to fit another heater in. And you know what? That's warm enough. That's warm enough. Throw a medicine cabinet in here in case people feel like they have a sniffle. We fit a water dispenser anywhere we can. Plant. Let's put some nice posters up though. Get some artistic drawings in here. And let's just hit the star filter. Boop. So that's nice and green. So that is high enough. We do not need any more drawings. All right, so let's quickly make a toilets. Boom. There, people can go directly from the break room to the bathroom. All right, we can probably only fit 2. That's fine. With the amount of employees we're going to have at the start, that's plenty. And then 2 sinks. 2 hand dryers. Yeah, 1 hand dryer is enough. Yeah, right there. Game name, bro. Game name, bro. All right, so what's all right, so we're ready now to make my first development room. How big do I want to make? So this is all the space we have at the start. But actually, let's look at the new map. So we have this here, this one here. Wow, there's only 340,000 to buy this property. That is not a lot. That is pretty cheap. It's not big though either. Well, this one's a little bigger. How much is this one? 1.1 million. We got a huge thing in the middle here. I'm assuming this is quite expensive to buy. 100 million. Yeah. Okay, and we got 2 more of similar size, identical size, 1.5 million and 1.5 million. Yeah. All right. So considering we'll be able to buy these relatively quick, I'm going to make the development room fairly large. Should be able to use this one for quite some time. Can we fit 4 wide here? Only that we can. Just barely though. It doesn't leave room for heaters or anything. So let's go 4, then we'll go 3. Can we fit 4 here? The door's in the way. So that's what? That's 10? Yeah. Probably. Yeah, you know, 10's probably enough for the early game. I mean, we're not even going to have 10 people working in here for quite some time. Make sure we have a trash can. Coffee maker. If they want water, they can go in the break room. Gonna need some heaters. Heating looks good. Medicine cabinet. Probably make sure we have a plant in here. Just in general, it's good to have a plant in every room. That's a little piece of advice. And all right, so let's find some. Where are the rugs? Or carpets, I guess. Carpets, rugs, potato, potato. How big is this? Oh, it looks like it's going to be huge, but it's not. What about some of these? Oh, that's a little bigger. It's pretty funky. That screams 70s, right? Because it's 1976. Not that I know. I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old. I don't remember the 70s. I was born in the 70s, but I don't remember the 70s. All right, so we need a little more. We want this to be a little brighter green, so let's put some animal paintings on the walls here. And everybody will be motivated. There we go. All right. So let's put ourselves in here. See if we can hire anybody else. What do we got? We got a game tester, which we don't need. Music and sound is fine. 2 good traits. Orderly, does not make dirt, which is nice. Philanthropist, does not complain about crowded offices. That shouldn't be an issue. The crowded offices thing doesn't really matter unless you get a bunch of people with it, right? All right, so we also need a research room. And I know I'm 10 minutes in, I haven't made a single game yet, but it is what it is. Go that big for the research room. That'll leave us this space for a small QA room. So that'll be the first other room that we research. Should be able to fit 5 in here, right? Easy peasy. Throw a radio in. Give people something to do for fun. We're gonna be able to fit any heaters though. Yeah, we can use the space heater right in the middle. That should be enough. Yeah, close enough. All right, and one nice big carpet probably. Right in the middle. This is the big one, isn't it? Or this one? I guess they're both pretty big. There. And let's throw the Starship Enterprise up on the wall. There. All right, hire a researcher. So they do have a negative trait. Stress-averse employees take breaks during crunch times. That's fine, though. I don't mind that one. Luck is good. Loyal, never quits. Okay. So, let's just talk about crunch time. So, once the project hits 90% completion, basically they're not allowed to go on break anymore. That person will still go on break, but that's fine. I don't care about crunch time. In fact, we're gonna turn crunch time up to 95%. And this motivation recharge means they don't go on break until they hit 40% motivation. Let's put that up to 50. So these are more employee-friendly settings. I like to keep my people happy. I don't like when people quit. Some breaks, we'll just leave it at some breaks. Pressure, we'll leave it at medium. Yeah. This is because the first things first, we need to do a little bit of research. Before we make a game, I want to get this controller support and arcade joystick support. Since we only have one researcher, we're going to grab our 2 game developers, get them to help. Once we get through these 2 things, we're going to whip out a quick game. It's probably going to be terrible because it's our first game. But that's fine. We're expecting it to be terrible, right? All right, so let's grab our 2 people who are not researchers. Okay, so it's week 2 now. Did we get any more applicants? Okay, so we got a game designer, which is nice. All-rounder, which is nice. Efficient is nice, but the 2 negative traits, okay, we already talked about this. We don't mind. Sorry, I had to sneeze. God, that snuck up on me. They're going to take breaks during crunch times, but we already talked about. We don't really mind that. And greedy. Wants higher salaries. You know what? I'm okay with that. Anno Gamerini. We need some people right now, so let's develop a game. So the trend right now is adventure games with the education topic. But we probably don't have education. We can make an adventure game, though. So right now, actually, all we can make right now is skill game. So let's make a skill game, I guess. And our only topics we have right now are ancient, fire department, and hospital. So we'll call this game is going to be about the fire department. It will be for teenagers. And we will call this Code Red. I guess. I don't know. Because why not? I'm not very good at coming up with names for games. I will admit that right now. We don't have our own engines. There's no engines right now. Because it's 1976. So we got the Tapple one and the Fairtech CF. So the Tapple has a market share 100%. 2.2 million people have that. The Fairtech. So this is a PC. This is a console. There's a difference. That's why they're both at 100% market share. So basically, there's one PC. There's one console. This has 0.2 million people. This has 2.2 million. So obviously, we're going to make for the Tapple. Also, though, for future reference, another thing that's going to impact which one we choose will be this here. So this complexity, this green, the more difficult it is to develop on the platform, the more time you need to develop the game. Green is good. So this is more complex, right? This fair tech. So we're going to go Tapple. All right, so this is, we don't have anything else except right now. We will eventually research the stuff. We will enable all languages. All right, so game length. Go up a little bit. So now these are sliders. So you only have so many points. So if I put this up, I have to put something else down. For a skill game, pretty sure story and character design can probably both go down. I'm going to say level design probably wants to go up. Now you may be asking, what exactly is a skill game? I mean, the logo is Pac-Man, so I'm thinking it's kind of like think something like Pac-Man or like Space Invaders. Although Space Invaders, you could argue, would be an action game. We don't have action games yet, though. Everything else, I think I'll just leave it as is. Here, I'll leave these. Now, these ones you can freely go either direction. Like, it's not like these where you have to, if you put one up, you have to move another one back. These ones you can go wherever with. Let's go non-violent. Let's get it down. Yeah, let's get the age rating down to a 6. And we'll leave the rest of it as is. These sliders as well are like this one. If you move one up, you have to move another one back. Let's just leave them at 25% for now. We will, as we go, we will figure out what the perfect sliders are. But that's part of the fun, is figuring it out. All right, so we will turn on all the features. So you notice this one has green, this one has yellow. So basically, there's also can be red. So if it has a red dot, it means that feature doesn't work for that type of game. Yellow means it works, so you want to include it. Green means it's very important, so you definitely want to include it. So 2 greens, 2 yellows, that's pretty good. So that'll make the game a little better as well. And all right, so what do we want our researcher to do? Probably research adventure, so we can make an adventure game. So it's the trend right now. It's currently trendy. Oh, and we have automatic on. Let's turn automatic off. I mean, we could hire this game tester, but until we have a QA room, we're not really going to be taking full advantage of their what they do. All right, so we should have some extra people to hire now. We got one. We got a programmer. Doesn't take breaks, but they do get sick a lot. And they're a porting specialist. Yeah, we'll hire you. Not that I expect to port a lot of games, but I might port some. So these stars mean this is my highest score in this category, but obviously it's my first game. It has 19 bugs. Cost me $38,000 to make. Estimated review ratings between 50 to 70%. So I could send it out to a publisher right now. We can't self-publish yet. That comes later. Possibly. I may not self-publish at all. Or we could continue development. So if you continue development past when they're done, they will polish it. Like, these numbers will go up a bit, and they will squash these bugs. But what we could do, though, is we could just put it out, and we could patch the game to get rid of the bugs. Now, it's 1976. Nobody has the internet. It shouldn't be possible to do that, but you can. Or maybe it's not really patching. All right, so I'll come back to the game updates here in a sec. So this is the publishers. So there's Epicsware, Hudson, Middle. You'll notice, if anybody's not familiar with this game, all the AI developers and publishers are all takes on real life companies. Like, there's Nintendo and Sega and Pony instead of Sony, Minisoft, right? So this is Hudson, this is Epicware, and this is oh god, what is Midway, probably? Anyway, so the payment is what they pay us for every copy sold. So 987. So in theory, this one's the best, but also you got to factor in market strength. Personally, I prefer to chase market strength over payment. Like getting 3 mark strength at 7 is better than 2 at 8 or 1 at 9, in my opinion. I may not be an expert though. All right, so we get experience in all this. So that's why we're just going to kind of pound out games early on just to get experience and everything so that we can make better games long term, right? Boom, boom. Yeah, 62%. That's not bad. The gameplay is varied and can motivate over long stretches. The graphic effects are not very spectacular, but can't blow anyone away. I mean, it's 1976. They're asking graphics. Sound effects are still a bit behind the competition. Oh. Game shows how a control system must work today. My rating for this game is good, but not very good. I am okay with that. All right, so let's quickly just do this contract work, develop drivers. So basically we just do this little job for somebody. They pay us $29,000, which is nice. We don't have a lot of money right now, right? All right, so updates and add-ons. We can do a paid add-on, or we can do a free update, code red. So we can add new game mode, new quests, new sound effects, new music, right? All these things. And also we can get rid of the bugs. So now, in my mind, this is a patch, right? But it's 1976. It's not like I can give somebody a patch. So I'm thinking of it as the 2,000 people who already bought this game are getting the bugged, not as good version, right? But as soon as this update is done, anybody who buys the game after that gets the better version. Or, you know, I don't know. Anyway. All right, so do we have any new people to hire? Okay, marketing and support, game testing. Like I don't really have anywhere for them to go. I mean, I could... Game tester does have good traits. So let's just put them in the research room for now. Let's research local high scores, get through that. Game update is done. So you'll notice game updates generally generate hype. So we're at 23 hype. 100's the highest hype you can get. Although later on you can overhype a game and get it up to 200 hype. So that's weekly charts. So does that mean I'm number 1 on the charts right now? Probably because nobody else has a game out. I have the first video game ever in history. That's weeks on the charts. It is fun. Like, and this is just scratching the surface of it, right? You can, as you get in, you can start making your own consoles. You can make arcade cabinets. You can self-publish or not self-publish. Like, and like you can focus on any of those things. You can just make your own engines or not make your own engines. You can choose to sell your engines to your competition or not sell your engines to the competition. Like, there's a whole bunch of decisions you can make. Anyway, so weeks on the chart, that's the number of hype it is, and that's the IP value. So if you have a good game and you make sequels for it, you can generate IP value, and then you can do spin-offs and there's a whole bunch. Yeah, anyway, there's a lot to this game, as we will see as we go here. All right, so I kind of want this research to finish high scores before I do another game. So let's just do quick commission work here while they finish that up. And they're done. Racing is not popular right now, so there's no point in researching racing. But let's research puzzle game. All right, so they're done. So we can make a new game. Let's make an adventure game. Adventure, because it's trendy. Topic. Ancient. We'll call this Ancient Adventure. I know, I'm very imaginative when it comes to coming up with names for my games. We'll make it for adults. Yeah, sure. We'll make it for the Tapple. You know, we don't have a choice here yet. All right, so this is an adventure game. So we know we want really high story, probably high character design, probably not very beginner friendly. Similarly, generally, this bar and this bar tend to be similar. So we'll go more towards core gamers, be more towards hard. Probably want a bit of game length. All right, so we got to take some points out, though. Maybe level design, innovation, game depth. I feel like game depth probably needs to go up, too. So let's really make this not beginner-friendly at all. Non-violent explicit. Yeah, we'll leave that in the middle for now. Now these ones, I remember this from previous playthroughs that the ideal settings here are 40, 30, 15, 15. It's more gameplay and graphics focused. So anyway, I just have that in my brain because both adventure games and RPG are both 40, 30, 15, 15. So I just remember those. I do not remember any of the other any of the other genres, what they're supposed to be. Actually, that's not true. Platformer, I'm pretty sure, is 25, 25, 25, 25. And I think, is it puzzle? I want to say puzzle is 40, 10, 10, 40. Maybe. Anyway, once we get QA, we'll figure that all out. All right, so here you can see local high scores and pause function don't work. So we can enable them all if we wanted, but we're kind of wasting our money putting it into those, so we won't. Although part of me wants to do it anyway, just to get experience in those. On the other hand, I'm not really rich right now, so... and also here, we could cut costs, right? Like, we could cut costs, but I've never even experimented with cutting costs. Maybe at some point we'll experiment with cutting some costs, but not yet. Not yet. It's too early in the game. Basically, the game... like, legitimately, if you're not familiar with the game, or if you're on the harder difficulties, you can legitimately go bankrupt in the early game, right? All right, so only 40 to 60% rating. So let's continue to develop. Let's at least get all those bugs gone before we send that out. All right, so let's research some new topics. And as you can see, there are a ton of topics, from like fantasy, which works for a lot of different genres, to something way more specific like fish. Okay, so apparently fish and fishing are different things. Frogs, game development, gangsters. Frogs, you want me to research frogs? We can make Frogger, basically. All right, so you can see they're working, they're slowly polishing that up. Like, that went up one. They're slowly getting rid of the bugs. But I only have like 3 people in there. All right, so we got two more music and sound, but I already have one. I already have a sound person. Like, I don't need a ton of sound people. But I need people, I need bodies in here. So eventually, like, you'll have a sound studio specifically for sound people. So once I get that, then I can move some of these people over into the sound room once I have it. All right, so they're done researching frogs. Let's just do fantasy in case we want to make another adventure game. Or actually, let's do elves. Something fantasy adjacent, right? All right, so this is bug free now. So let's finish development. Still says 40 to 60, but I'm willing to bet it'll be closer to 60 now than it would have been before. So it's the same 3 companies that we had last time, plus Data West, who is the same market strength and payment as Hudson, but you get a relationship with publishers, and the higher the relationship, the more marketing they'll do for your game. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Alyssa's comment. Frogs has been researched. I am fulfilled. Well, we need to make a frog game, though, too, right? Then you'll be fulfilled. And once you have a full 5-star relationship with the developer, or with a publisher, sorry, you can do an exclusive contract, which we'll do as soon as we can. So I'll talk about it more once we get there. But basically, as long as Hudson wants to publish my games, I'm going to publish with them so we can get up to 5 hearts. Hey, 58. That's pretty good, actually. All right, so let's do a quick update for that. I like doing updates for all my games. All right, so elves. What else can we do here? Aliens, that's a pretty broad topic that would fit lots of genres, right? Ooh, 3 commission work. Do we want to plow through these? I mean, that's like almost $80,000 for the 3 of those. Considering I only have 200,000, I will take that. Alright, so I'm thinking, let's make another skill game. Because skill games are generally, because all 5 of the features we have right now apply to skill games, and I think 3 of them would be green, it's easier to get a well-reviewed skill game in the early game than it is the other genres. So we're going to make another skill game with the topic frogs. So basically we're making Frogger, right? I don't know, maybe maybe people watching don't remember Frogger because it's old, but that was like a classic game back in the day. American football. See, we can't make sports games yet, so we're not going to research that yet. Barbarians. You remember Frogger? Okay, yeah, I think it got remade at some point, didn't it? I want to say. So skill game. Frogs. So we will call it Frogit. Space. Yeah, we'll put a space and an exclamation. Skill game. I forget if skill game. So generally speaking, genres either they always apply to at least 2 of these 4, but some of them apply to all. I'm trying to remember. I know racing applies to all. I think skill game might apply to all. Once we have QA, we can like do game reports, and we will have this information. And I mean, to be fair, like there's guides out there on the internet if you if you want to know this before you make a game, but I like kind of figuring it out as I go. Although I should remember this. I have played this game enough at this point that I should remember something like that, but I don't. All right, so yeah, so we don't have anything, we don't have any options here yet, but we will. All right, so what we can do is we can look at fan letters for Code Red. Actually, before we do that, we can hit this button, Code Red, and we can copy what we did for Code Red. All right, so this is what we had for Code Red, right, which is our previous skill game. Then we can go in, we can look at our letters from our fans. All right, they were disappointed in the graphics. They're enthusiastic about the controls. They wish it was more beginner friendly, and they say it's too easy. So we know, okay, more beginner friendly, too easy. So we know we can move those, right? So now we need to take a point out of somewhere. So let's go mission design. And they were disappointed in the graphics. So let's put graphics up. Put sound down. So this is just design priority. It's like where people focus a little more. I mean, I know this isn't right, but it's closer to right than what we had before. So yeah, so all 5 of these apply. 3 of them are green. So compared to like adventure or puzzle games, it's easier to get a high review in skill games early game. So that's a tip for you. If you're new or if you're trying a harder difficulty, make skill games early game. They're just easier to make a decent game for. Okay, so Ancient Adventure sold really well for a little stretch. It's starting to fall off there now. All right, so 60 to 80 estimated rating. That's a lot of bugs though. And we're just gonna put it out. We'll patch the bugs out here. All right, so Hudson, we have some more options. Like Tadu has the same payment as Hudson and a higher market strength, so I'm tempted to switch to Tadu. I know I said I wanted to get max relationship with Hudson, but I'd rather have max relationship with Tadu. Or although you could make the argument that I should be putting this out for one of the publishers whose fan base is skill games, since this is a skill game, but I don't usually chase that, so we'll do Tadu. It's fine. So we're getting better at all this stuff. Once we get 5 stars in this, that's when you can really start making decent games. Decent to good games. Hey, our first over 70%. That's good. 72. That's a decent game. So now we can make sequels. And our studio rating is now Garage Company. Beautiful. All right, so we have 448,000. So we got some money to play with now, so we are going to research QA. And let's see if there's anybody on the market. Hey, Addicted. I'm doing well. How are you? Ooh, graphics design. We don't have any of those yet. A couple of programmers. Untalented, learn slower. I don't like that. We have multiple game designers. Ooh, negative traits. We got a couple. Oh, wow, we have a lot of people here. All right, so what do we got? We got a graphic designer. We got a programmer. and game designer. Hey, Silver, how are you today? Hope everybody's Monday is going well. All right, so we're at 9 of 10 in this room now. And I think there was a couple of researchers out there too, wasn't there? There's 3. So talented is nice. Actually, let's just fill our research room. There. 5 of 5. You're doing good. That's good. A lot of schoolwork, so I haven't really been watching your videos lately. How long are you planning on streaming? Another 2 hours or so. What's new in this update? Well, new map is the big one. Honestly, I forget what else was in the patch notes. But like depending on how up to date you are in the patches, they also added the ability to buy out. You can buy your competition now, right? Like, well, can't buy Sega. You can't buy Minisoft, Nintendo, Sega, and Qatari for whatever reason. But let's say I wanted to buy Hudson, for example. It cost me 11 million to buy them, right? Which is more than I have. I don't even have 1 million. Silver got a job. Nice. Learning new stuff and everything is coming out Millhouse. Nice. Depends how many people watch. Addicted, I might stream it like another once or twice this week. But I mean, I'm assuming I finished a series of this not that long ago. I guess it was probably a month ago though now at least. I mean, I will do a long Let's Play at some point. I just don't want to commit to it right now. Like, I'm definitely going to do more Mad Games Tycoon in the future. All right, so update for Frogget. Let's get rid of these bugs that we put in. All right, so everything's going to get done much faster now that we have all these extra people. What is our balance in here? So we got 3 game designers, 2 programmers, 1 graphics artist, 3 sound artists. So we're a little sound heavy. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. So if you go in a room too, it'll tell you how many employees you have. This number is the maximum you can have in there before people get cranky about it being crowded. So we're good for this room. And then here it tells you what professions you want. Or like, so game designer, programmer, graphics artist, sound artist. Generally speaking, you want people to have skill in all 4 of those, but you can't really do that. But having, you know, this all-rounder ability makes it a little more possible. So let's make our first puzzle game. We haven't made a puzzle game yet, right? So we'll go puzzle game. Plus, it's reasonably popular. So this is the trend. It just has a plus there. But everything else will have a percentage. So it's like, what percentage of gamers are looking to buy this type? So we got puzzle is 75. Skill games only 61. So let's do puzzle. Then here it shows you what your last 5 games were. I think if you have if you use the same genre too often, your fans will get bored. Your special genre role-playing game is excluded from this. I think you don't want. I think 3 of 5. Like if I did a 3rd skill game, people would get bored of that genre, and then I wouldn't sell as many copies of my skill game. Basically, it can be tricky early on when there's only 4 genres, and one of them is unpopular, so you don't want to do that. So it can be hard to balance the other 3 early on. But hospital puzzle game. Think like Dr. Mario. Oh, wow! I can't type. Hospital Havoc. Dick says, I wish they update this game more frequently. Such a good game, but after a while, it's just the same thing. Like early on, he was updating it like constantly, right? Because it's just one person, I'm pretty sure, which is probably why. Like, but he was patching it almost every day, and I think he's kind of just pulled back and he's working on bigger picture stuff now. I assume the patches now tend to have like one big new thing in it. But yeah, it's been out for over a year now, but it's been a lot added. There's been a lot added over the years, so I'm definitely not gonna. But yeah, the pace of updates is definitely slowed compared to what it was when it first came out. But I'm gonna give the guy a benefit of the doubt because it's one guy, right? So puzzle. Probably want some length. Probably don't care about story or character design. Getting another biscuit. Get one for me, Silver. But yeah, like I try to addicted like the different maps. Um, you know, kind of spice things up, and like I did a run, where you can do a run where you really can lean into like consoles, or you can kind of like role play a different way of doing it, I guess. But yeah, yeah, I agree. Addicted. It's pretty incredible for one guy and Alyssa, and maybe he has somebody helping him. But I know for Mad Games Tycoon 1 at least, it was only one guy. And puzzle games are beginner friendly, or the opposite of that. Definitely non-violent. Actually, would game length even want to be up? Maybe do game depth instead. Try that for a puzzle game. And here, probably wants gameplay, right? Let's try this. Hey, GameSack, how are you doing today? So all 5 things apply to puzzle games, but none of them are especially important, like they were in skill games. So we should be able to make a pretty solid puzzle game here. It is our first one though, which always makes it worse. But holy crap, with 9 people in this room, they're making that really fast. That took a week. All right, so yes, let's work the bugs out before we send this one out. Welcome back, Silver. So now we can make spin-offs, because the sales figures of one of my games was excellent. Code Red went over 50,000 copies sold. You should have a spin-off developed. Maybe the success can be repeated. So what a spin-off is. So a sequel. So if you make a sequel, actually, I'll talk about it here in a little bit. So let's get Hospital Havoc done first. All right, so we're bug-free. So let's ship this out. Should be over 70% review score. Go with Taydu again, plus their fan base is puzzle. So this engine stuff, our next game will be max experience. Same with the keyboard and joystick support and controller support, which is nice. 75, nice. We are creeping up on an 80. Oh, Mad Games Convention. So let's do a large booth. Get 3 games. So all these games will have extra hype, which means extra sales. We'll do our 3 most recent games. We don't have any consoles yet, but I am going to try to develop consoles as soon as possible this run. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to do normal mode instead of hard or very hard. By the time it's like the mid-80s before you can find the money to make a console on the harder difficulties, in my experience anyway. All right, so let's talk about sequels and spin-offs. So if you go in, you can do a new game, you can do a sequel. What's new in this update? The map. This is a new map. Well, I'll show the map again here in a sec. I just want to talk about sequels. So none of these have any IP value yet, but later on they will. But you also get this hype. So it depends how good and how many sales the previous game had. So like Ancient Adventure would only get us 15 hype. Code Red would get us 25. Frogget and Hospital Havoc would get us 35. Now obviously it's too early to do a sequel, but I just want to show this. But a sequel has to be the same genre. So what a spin-off is, you get some hype, a little less, but the IP value carries over. But a spin-off, you can make a different genre. So let's say we make Super Luchara Bros at some point, right? A platformer, Mario Brothers ripoff. And it sells really well, gets a ton of IP value. Later on, we could make Luchara Golf as a spin-off, right? And the IP value would come over, similar to, you got Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, and Mario Strikers, and, like, you guys know how many Mario games there are. All right, so let's show the map for GameSack. So this is the new map. It has a really nice cheap building you can buy pretty early. We have enough money for it now, but we don't need the space yet. And another one here, then a giant, oddly shaped one in the middle, and 2 more over here. So this is the new map. Just came out last week. I'm assuming there was other things in the patch, but I don't remember what they were. So can't tell you with any confidence what they were. All right, so let's do another update for Hospital Havoc, or an update for Hospital Havoc. It's only like 7,000. Find you generate the hype you generate from doing this. It's worth it. And let's do another one for Frogget, because Frogget was good. Frogget had an over 70% review score, so we want people to play that, right? We want to push Frogget. All right, and our research is done. We can now build a quality assurance room. So let's do that. Boom. How many seats are we going to be able to fit in here? 5 for sure. I'm hoping for 6. But it's probably only going to be 5. No, if we do it like this, I think we can fit easily 6. Maybe even 7? No, I'm happy with 6, though. 6 is a good number. Oh, we need to put some stuff in here, though, like some heaters and whatnot. Can't have our employees freezing. That's whoa. Oops, what's happening? Okay, where did I pick this up from? Anyway, sorry about that. Heater and heater. Medicine cabinet in here. Can we fit a water dispenser? We can. Nice to get a plant in here as well. Because some people have like a trait where they like plants. So if they have a plant in the room, they'll like walk over to the plant and they'll like gain motivation from looking at the plant, which is nice. Eventually we'll have gold records and platinum records and diamond records. Software Inc. That's one that people have recommended to me, but I've never tried it. I think it's on my wish list. Like if it goes on sale, I'll probably pick it up. All right, so let's go with a couple of these carpets. And what kind of posters do we want in here? UFO. Retro. All right, so the warmth is good in here. Quality is good in here. All right, so we need some game testers. One of these people is a game tester, aren't they? They are. So now you get your own room to yourself for now. We got one game tester here. Oh, they have unlucky. I don't like unlucky. Never have critical work results, but at this point, I need game testers. They do have this is the tree thing I just talked about. Nature lovers needs plants in their vicinity. Their motivation increases when they water plants. So that's why I like to have a plant in every room. And then they don't go to the bathroom, and they're more efficient at everything. So the unlucky sucks, but it's not the end of the world. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do some game reports. We're going to do a game report for every game we made. While they're doing that, is there any contract games we could make? In particular for Tadu? No. So we're going to make our own game then. We're going to make another adventure game. This will be the last game we make without QA. We'll go elves. We'll call this Elven Quest. We'll make this for adults. For the Tapple 1. So we still don't have any options here, but those will start, the options will start opening up soon, which will be nice. All right, so what did we have for Ancient Adventure? Copy these settings, and let's look at the letters here. Oh, there's only one letter. Better level design. Okay, so we had taken points out of level design, and that was obviously a mistake. So let's try that instead. Yeah, we're making these games so quickly, the letters aren't really even coming in. Like, there will be more letters for Ancient Adventure eventually. We just haven't gotten them yet. All right, so let's unlock racing, even though, because it's the anti-trend, I guess you could say. We're probably not going to do it. Holy crap, they're finished to this game already? Ooh. All right, let's keep going. Holy crap. Yeah, I probably don't need 9 people in that room right now. Ooh, 5th researcher to fill the research room. What I need is I need some QA people. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pick up your desk literally while you were sitting at it. So one thing we can do though, marketing, you can use marketing to look for employees as well. So we're going to unlock marketing. All right, so finish development, Elven Quest, 50 to 70. That's pretty good for a adventure game. All right, so we will go with Tedu. All right, so we are now experienced at all these things. So now we can start hopefully looking at maybe getting an 80% review score. Hey, 68. Not quite 69, but hey, we'll take it. All right, let's do this commission work. Develop a collision system for Minisoft. Yeah, we definitely need some more QA people, though. Oh, now we can make for 2 platforms. So basically, once you make 5 games, you unlock the 2nd platform. At 10, you get the 3rd platform, and then at 15, you get the 4th platform. But I mean, there's only 2 platforms right now, right? So still no game testers. You know what? I'm going to hire this marketing and support person. And I'm going to put them in game testing just for now. Just to give them something to do. All right, free update for Elven Quest. Let's go. I already moved him. He was in research. But yeah, you are correct that I did. Let's do an update for another update for Hospital Havoc as well. Basically, I'm waiting for my QA to get through these game reports. Yeah, no, it's fine, Alyssa. I get it. When I watch other people stream, it's on my 2nd monitor, right? Like I'm not I'm not like locked in, so I don't expect people watching me to be locked in either. All right, so yeah, the game reports are caught up now. So now we can use them to bug fix and improve gameplay and polish. So, develop a game. So we do a sequel. I don't like doing a sequel while the original was still on the market, though. So let's not do a sequel. Do a skill game, because if we do a skill game, this one will be out. So we won't be making our fans bored. Barbarians. Well, we can find out here. We can check. We can check the game report for Frogget. Target group adults is correct. So you have 40, 10, 10, 40. What about, what was our other skill? Code Red. Teenagers is also correct. So I'm assuming all, well, adults and teenagers definitely work. So we're going to try all here. I don't know if it will be. All right, so we will call this, what do we want to call this? This is what, any ideas? I'm so terrible at coming up for names of games. Like, this shouldn't be hard, but it is to me for some reason. I just want to call it Conan the Barbarian, but that's like, it's a good way to get copyright striked. It's what, a skill game? You just put in nonsense. I mean, if I was playing by my single player, I might. I mean, you can just do a random name until something funny comes up. Behind Wars. Here, that gave us an idea. So let's go Barbarian Wars. There, easy. Barbarian Wars it is. Without engine, still no engine. I don't think there's any engines out there. No, nobody has any engines yet. All right, buy dev kits. Okay, so the only other thing is an arcade system, which is for arcade cabinets, not for home games. So we can only make for the Tapple and the Fairtech. Nothing else we can change here. All right, so we know this one is right because we did a game report. But that means the rest of them are probably all wrong. So let's copy what we did here, though. And then let's look at our letters. Well, let's look at our letters for code red, first of all. Better level design, too violent. Better mission design, too easy. And I'm assuming Frog, it's going to have similar. Better level design, too easy. Too much for core. More beginner friendly. More beginner friendly. More casual. Too easy. Too violent. Better level design. Better mission design. All right, so I need to take 3 points out here, though. So let's go story, character design, and game depth. We know, what was it, 40, 10, 10, 40? For this, I think I said it was. Try that. See how that goes. Hopefully it's a little better. Although, just put this up one more. So, let's try it at 5. Let's leave it. Yeah, let's try it at 5. All right, everything locked in here. We're not going to cut costs. In fact, we are going to improve gameplay. Let's just do the top 3 for now. We don't really need to go too crazy. But you'll notice the gameplay score goes up. This will be our highest in gameplay for sure. All right, so they automatically start bug fixing. All right, so now that we have QA, these bugs will be fixed quickly. Now, obviously, our QA team is small, which is an issue. You know what I should probably do? I should probably research education since it's the trend right now. That would make sense, right? That'd be a smart thing to do, probably. So QA is working through that. And we are bug free. And if we want, they will polish the gameplay score. But look how high our gameplay is. Oh, buyers of the game Elven Quest have reported bugs. Their quality control is overlooked. Well, we didn't have quality control at the time. Frog's just better, though. It's true. Oh, don't worry. There will be a Frog at 2. We just got to wait a bit, right? Like I said, I don't like putting a sequel out while the original is still on the market. A longer polishing period reduces the chance of bugs going undetected. It would be advisable to develop a patch as soon as possible. All right, so Elven Quest needs a patch. So let's finish this. 60 to 80. I'm going to say this is going to be close to 80. At least I'm hoping. Tatu. Beautiful. Oh, 77. Getting close to that 80 mark. Because at 80, it's considered a hit. All right, so we need to patch. What was it? Elven Quest had bugs? Two bugs. 2 whole bugs. Look out. All right, well, they'll do that. They can do game report for Barbarian Wars. Research can do... I already have marketing, right? I did that already. Yes, let's do B+. B+ size games. We'll talk about game size here in a little bit. Is there any commission work? No. Let's do a quick update for Barbarian Wars, though. Day 1 patch. I'm a big fan of the Day 1 patches. All right, so let's make another game. I think it's time for a puzzle game. Puzzle. We'll go education. Should be good for puzzle. Maybe. Call this Puzzler. For the same old platforms. Everything's the same there. All right, here though. All right, so let's, what did we do for Hospital Havoc? Let's copy those. And then let's look at the letters we got. Enthusiastic about the controls. Story. They want better story. And more length. And more beginner friendly. So more length. More story. More beginner friendly. Wow, I got to take off a lot of points. And better mission design, and it's too easy. Holy crap. All right, so where am I going to take points away? Well, none of these were right. Let's take away from innovation. Let's take away from character design. Level design, but I feel like level design would be the most important thing in a puzzle game. Wouldn't it? Try that, I guess. Try that. Adults, hospitals, good. 50, 10, 10, 30. Okay, and yeah, none of these sliders were right. 50, 10, 10, 30. Turn on everything here. All right, so that should be a little better. Plus, now we have better gameplay. We're going to do 4 this time. Now, obviously, they do start costing more as you go down. But they also do more, right? So it's a trade-off. All right, so let's buy this property. Now, this is a pretty small little property. But we're going to put a market. Do I have room for, like... Man, this is tiny. So we put marketing here. And then a graphic studio here will probably be the next thing I unlock. Just for the record, this different color by the entry needs to be left. Like, as the entry, you can't put a building there. Or a room. Six enough in here? Because I feel like if I put the desks arranged, I feel like I can fit 7 in here if I really wanted, but 6 is good for now. Question is there going to be anybody even out there to work in this room? Hopefully. I sure hope so. Now, the crappy thing is, though, when they go on break or to the bathroom, they have to walk all the way up here, right? So what we're going to do is when we make... We're not going to put a toilet or a lounge in here, but when we buy this one, we will put a small toilet and a small lounge, similar to what we did here. And then we'll use the rest for... God, it'll probably be a sound studio and a support room, would be my guess. Probably be where we're at that point. All right, what kind of rugs do we want to throw down in here? Some of these hexagons. Well, that's big. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. And that's actually enough. They don't need any, they don't need anything on their walls. Ooh, we got 4 marketing people we could potentially hire. Okay, well, 2 of them get sick all the time. So we're just going to hire 3. Still no game testers, though. Like, seriously. All right, so what we're going to do. We could market Puzzler. So let's market Puzzler. Now, the problem with marketing this early on, internet ads aren't available. Top streamer, obviously not available, right? Because it's 1976. So we do have some options, but you'll notice there's a max. So like this poster costs 8,500, gives 5 height, max 15. So we could do it 3 times. If we tried to do it again, I mean, it would let us do it, but it would have no effect. Games magazines goes up to 25 height. Radio goes up to 40 height. Now you can do TV ads to get up to max, to get it up to 100. The thing is, 500,000 for a TV spot, that's a lot of my money. So basically, I'm going to be using these to get stuff up to 40 hype, but I'm probably not going to be doing TV spots just yet until we get more money in the bank. But we will automatically repeat posters. We'll do that 3 times. Get up to 15 hype. Should be quick. I guess there's... Man, that was... Oh, man, we make these games fast. Like, so fast. Ridiculous. All right, and let's do 1 games magazine. That'll get up to 25. And then we are going to change up what we're doing. And we're going to employee search for game testers. Now, professional experience, we can look for young professionals, which will have a skill level in game testing of 30 to 35. It's got a 100% chance it'll take 30. It's not 30 weeks. I don't know what it is. 30 days? Maybe? I don't know. Or we could go for skilled worker. Takes longer and only has a 14% chance of giving me somebody. Or a specialist, which only has a 2% chance. Now, as my people in this room get better, I'll have a higher chance of getting this other stuff. But at this point, I'm fine with young professionals. So let's just do that until we actually have some game testers. In the meantime, oh, we got garbage. Or a leak or something. Right here. Okay, yeah, so the coffee maker is leaking. So we need to hire. In the corridor category, A Sputnik 3000 cleaner. So this is a cleaning robot. So we're going to put one there, and we'll put one in this building as well. Won't let me put it there? Oh, the door's in the way. There. So he will go clean that. Meanwhile, let's finish development on this game. 60 to 80. Nice. Good. And, okay, now we are at 5 hearts with Tatu as well, which is nice. And we will show why in a second. Ooh, 78. We're getting close to that 80 mark. All right, so let's do a game report for that. Right quick. Game tester. All right, unlucky though. Pass. Oh, I should have done on a repeat. Yeah, let's turn on a repeat on it until we have the room full up there. All right, meanwhile, let's do commission work here rather than sitting around twiddling your thumbs. You folks can research asteroids? Asteroids. Perfect. All right, give me some game testers. Actually, what I should do. Ooh, look at you. Learns faster. Likes trees. Messy. And workaholic. Nice. You are hired. All right, so we have... One of these people is actually a marketing support person. So let's actually move them to their correct room so they'll get through this faster, right? All right, so, okay, that's done. So time to make a new game. Wow, yeah. I kind of hired more people than I needed. So we're working through things very fast here. All right, so they'll just automatically, randomly research, right? Until I tell them to stop. But until we have like a genre or whatever to research, they might as well just keep doing that. All right, so it is time for another adventure game. Unless, do we want to do a racing game? Nah, we can wait. We'll do a racing game once it's no longer the anti-trend. So we will go adventure, even though you'll see here this red and this yellow and this green. That's how like saturated it is. So there's a lot of adventure games now because it's a trend. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. Barbarians. We'll do Barbarian's Quest because that's what I do when I name my adventure games. I just take the topic and put quest at the end of it. That's how I roll. Make that for adults. No engine still. Okay. Tapple. I don't think there's any other... No, there's no more consoles yet. Soon, though. Alright, so that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Let's just copy what we did here. See what the letters say. They want better story, better character design, better level design, better mission design. All right, so story. Wait, story, character design, level design, mission design. Holy crap, so I got to take 4 points away here? Yikes. Try that, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully I moved stuff in the right direction, but I'm honestly not confident that I did. Only time will tell. Alright, so let's improve the gameplay. Yeah, let's do 4, because gameplay is important, especially. Alright, so our marketing team is just doing game testers. Alright, so what do we got here? Doesn't get cold. Modest, so they don't need high quality office equipment. Okay, so these 3 are mostly irrelevant. As long as I actually take the time to make the rooms correctly, these 3 traits don't do anything. This one, though, efficient, does all tasks faster. That's good, so you're hired. And you're hired. And let's continue development. Let's get these bugs gone at the very least. And you're hired. Basically because they have no negative traits. Alright, so, whoa, stop. Cancel task. Alright, so let's Let's just do a quick radio spot for Barbarian's Quest. Just one. Just get it some hype before we put it out. What's available? Oh, there's marketing support people. Oh, now there's game testers on the market. Now that we don't need them. Sigh. What graphics? You are hired. You are my 10th person, so that room is now full. Alright, so let's let this market. Alright, Ancient Adventure is off the market. Made me a cool 265,000 though. So that means Froggett's probably close to coming off the market. Right? So, you know what that means. Froggett 2. Right? But we gotta... No, I think our next game can be Frogget 2 if we want it to be. Finished development, 50 to 70. That's fine for an adventure game. Oh, wait. Before we do this, we need to do publisher exclusive contract. So because we are at 5 stars with them, we can sign an exclusive contract with them. So they give us 100,000, and now they pay us $10 per game instead of 7. This lasts for 60 months. So it means you can break them early, but I think you need to like pay them out. But what it means is you can't, what are the words I'm looking for? You can't self-publish. But at this point in the game, you don't want to be self-publishing anyway. Until you have like 3 stars up here, you really don't want to self-publish. Because people don't know you, they don't trust you, so they don't buy your games, right? So let's sign this. That's an extra $3 per copy, right? And we're selling 100,000 copies. That's an extra $300,000. Oh, I didn't win. Ooh, ask and answer. Well, BH Street Racing, but hey, at least we weren't worst game of the year, right? Call that a win, I guess. All right, so now we can put this out. No, not development report. Finish development. Hand over to Tadu. But it also means we can't publish with anybody else, right? Or, I mentioned the self-published part. I guess I kind of glossed over the part where we can't publish with anybody else. Now, I'll take 70% for an adventure game because they're always a little harder to make. All right, so let's quickly do a game report for that. So our next adventure game hopefully is a little better. Do I want to quickly get a 5th person in this room? Yeah, let's get a 5th person in this room. No negative traits. You're hired. Okay. Let us make our first sequel, folks. Frogget 2. The Froggening. I know that's not a word, but I'm just going to go with it anyway. But it means we're going to have some hype right out of the gate, which is nice. No dev kits to buy. That's fine. Okay, everything looks good here. Oh, hey. So this needs to be here. This needs to be here. This needs to be here. Okay, so we're getting closer. We got 4 of these things locked in. Right? Ooh, let's copy Barbarian Wars. And let's look at the letters for Barbarian Wars. More beginner friendly. More casual. Okay. Better mission design, too violent. Better mission design, too violent. Crap, I already forget. See, that's the thing. I gotta... I always try to do too many at once, and I forget. More beginner friendly, more casual. More casual, more beginner friendly. So we got to take some out of somewhere here. Here. Well, it's got to be these 2. Right? That's the only place we can take out from, because these are right, and those 2, it told me to move up. So we're getting closer to having perfect sliders, right? I predict this will be our first 80% game. I think. Especially because we're gonna do 5 things. We're gonna polish it for a while too, right? We really want it to be good. Let's end automatic here. It's already at 35 hypes. There's not a lot my marketing team can actually do here. We could get it to 40. Or we could do... Man, let's get Barbarian's Quest up a bit. Alright, let's put the radio back. Let's continue development. We gotta get rid of the bugs and stuff. Miscellaneous graphics studio. Let's get a graphics studio. Let's end automation here. We do not need to research a whole bunch of other crap right now. Alright, so yeah. I predict, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this is 80% plus. Technically, Frogget 1 is still on the market, but I don't think it'll be out for much longer, so that's fine. 70 to 90. Come on, baby. Be good to me, Frogget 2. $86. It's a certified hit. Nice. Alright, so let's do the game report on it. Do quick commission work. I think I've been slacking on game updates lately too, haven't I? Alright, so what can we market here? What needs some hype? Puzzler? Give the Puzzler a radio spot. I mean, with the money I have in the bank, I could do a TV spot now. Commission work there. Let's do an update for Barbarian's Quest and Frogget and Puzzler. Wow, none of these have gotten updates. Yeah, I've been slacking on the updates. So let's fly through, and we'll do an update for all three. We should be able to fly through that relatively quick. And Barbarian's Quest. And then Frogget 2. And they can't do anything. They're just going to have to sit idle for a little bit. That is okay. Generally speaking, you don't want your team sitting idle, but it's not the end of the world. What else? Let's do one more for Puzzlers. Get that up to 40. Yeah, like look at Frogget 2. Look at the sales it's getting. And we actually have some IP value. 0.2. Can't, I'm blocking it, but 0.2 IP. So it's getting there. Alright, so let's make a new game here. I guess it is time for a puzzle game, unless we want to finally make a racing game. Pretty soon, I think some of those other genres unlock. I think role-playing game is the next, which is our thing. Role-playing game is kind of our thing. So we could do a sequel for a puzzle game. Yeah. Hospital Havoc's still on the market, though. I mean, it's good though. Oh, let's do a fresh. Let's do a fresh IP here. Puzzle IP. So hospital and education both work. Oh, we got some options here. Pets. We'll call this puzzle pets. Why not? Target group adults. Size B. Oh, so let's talk about game size for a minute. So we could do B, we do B plus. So it's more expensive. Eventually you can do A, AA, and AAA games. Gets considerably more expensive, obviously. But you get more max features. So let's just skip ahead to the features. So right now we only have 5 features, right? Eventually we get more features. Size B can only have a maximum of 10. B plus also, even if you don't have more features, it takes a little longer and gets a little more points. Is it worth 150,000 at this point? Probably not. Not in my opinion. Oh, we got new some new whatchamacallits, some new platforms. So we're gonna abandon the Fairtech and go with the Commodore Pete. I don't think there's any engines out there yet, no. But once we get engine stuff, this stuff will start getting a little spicier for sure. All right, so that should be 7. That should be 4, 4, 2. So we got some things locked in here. Actually, let's go back to Puzzler. Let's copy Puzzler. Okay, and then let's look at our letters for Puzzler. Now, Puzzler hasn't been out for long. Yeah, there's only a couple letters. Better mission design, too violent. So I got to take a point away. Game length, I guess. Try that. Looks pretty good. Get lots of improvements here. So let's go all out. Let's put all 6 in. Why not? So we're going to have to wait for it, though. But we're going to have to do some marketing anyway. So yeah, let's automatically do posters 3 times. Get up to 15 hype. Nice and quick. Wait. Oh, I did the wrong game. That was a complete waste of money and time. I mean, it's $8,500. I have 7 million. Wow, they're done already. They're too fast. My marketing team can't keep up. I mean, having 9 people in the development room is a lot for this stage of the game, so it makes sense that it's that quick. All right, so let's do a game magazine, and we'll do a radio spot. I'm going to wait for the marketing, though, so we're going to polish this one a lot. This is going to be pretty polished. But it's going to have a nice 40 hype coming right out of the gate as well, so that's good. Those 2 things go hand in hand. Ooh, and our graphic studio is done. So let's make ourselves a graphic studio here. That should be big enough for a graphic studio. Oh, we'll only put a door there because the stupid robot's in the way. But I can put a door here? The robot doesn't block that somehow? Alright. We're going to move this robot. Okay, we got several things we need to do here. Oh, well, let me put it there, like that. Okay, never mind. We're good. I don't need to do some things. Graphic Studio. No. Whoops. And we'll leave that one there. So let's put some heaters up there, right? Really? That doesn't fit? It's what, 10? Oh, 10's way more than I need. Way more than I need. A heater there, heater there. That should be good. Actually, put a heater out in the hall. Put a heater in the hall here. Medicine cabinet be good. Okay, we don't need to see the heat map anymore. Get a cactus in here. And some carpets. What carpet have we not done yet? Bullseye. Or target, I guess. How's that for quality? Oh, there's some high quality carpets right there. All right, now, question is there any graphics people? There's one. Stress averse is fine. Actually, neither of those negative traits are all that bad. All right. So what do we want to research here? Oh, we got engine features. We can do our own engines now. 2D line graphics. Fancy. Super fancy. All right, so the marketing is done. So Puzzle Pets is ready. Ooh, I'm thinking this is going to be another one that goes over 80% review score. Well, I mean, I was right, but just barely. That's good, though. That's really good. Would not be able to get review scores this high if I was on the harder difficulties. I would not have 8.2 million in the bank if I was on the harder difficulties. All right, so we need to fill out this graphics room. Hey, Chernix, how you doing today? Yeah, so let's probably want at least 6 people in the graphics room, I would say. Oh, we can do 3 platforms now because we've made 10 games. All right, so we got graphics, talented, no negative traits, you're hired. Ooh, 2 negative traits, you were not hired. Sorry. Puzzle Pets, update. Beautiful checkpoints. Get checkpoints and secrets. That's cool. All right, graphic design, no traits at all, but that means no negative traits. All right, so develop engine. Okay, what kind of game am I making next? I am making an adventure game. Let's develop a new engine, specialized for adventure, specialized for the Apple One. It's technically the most popular console at the moment. 2D line graphics. And we will call this Adventure Engine. So, what the special genre and special platform mean? Well, there's a tooltip for it here. The specialty genre and platform increase the chance of critical work results, which isn't that big of a thing, but it adds up. All right, so we're gonna sell our engine. We'll just do like 5,000 sale price, 5,000 profit sharing. So if our competitors can use our engine, but we get a cut, right? Just enjoying the holiday. Oh yes, it's a holiday here in Canada, Victoria Day. Is it a holiday in other parts of the world? Because Victoria Day is kind of like a uniquely Canadian thing. So I'm pretty sure we're celebrating one of the old queens, right? Queen Victoria, obviously. Well, there you go. You're in Canada, so yeah. I kind of forget that sometimes days are holidays, right? Because I don't really have holidays. It's all the same to me. I mean, I say that I didn't do any I took the weekend off from content essentially. So I apologize to anybody or everybody right now for taking the weekend off. What it was Friday I was busy. I had to take my dog to the vet to get her staples out, so I didn't stream Friday. And then Saturday, some days I wake up and I just can't get going. Anyway, so I took the time over the weekend. I binge watched all 3 seasons of, what's it called? Stranger Things. I did all 3 seasons of Stranger Things since it has since season 4 is coming out later this week. So I basically just watched Stranger Things all weekend. So that's why I didn't stream. I'm sorry. I'll be streaming all week. And even this weekend, when the new Stranger Things is out, I'll still be streaming. Possibly more of this. Possibly some more of Old World. Possibly some Humankind. There's a game coming out on Thursday, My Time at Sandrock, which is like a sequel to My Time at Portia, which is a Stardew Valley-esque game, I guess would be the best description for it, that I've really been looking forward to. Stardew Valley-esque, except it's like got like 3D graphics instead of the top-down retro graphics. And it actually it's more, I would say it's more crafting focused. Like you can farm in it, but I would say it's more crafting focused. Whereas I would say Stardew is more farming focused, right? Anyway, that's the plans for the week. For my streams for the week. So hopefully see all you folks then. All right, so yeah, so 2D line graphics. We got fancy graphics now. Wow, we have not locked in many of these for adventure games. What's the most recent one? Barbarian's Quest. Wow, only there's still all kinds of wrong. More beginner friendly and more casual and better character design. So beginner, okay, so we took too much off beginner friendly. We moved that one too far as well, apparently. All right, so where can we take points away here? Apparently game length. Take 2 points off game length. But we know story needs to go higher, doesn't it? What were the letters for Elven Quest? Anything about story? Not exciting enough. All right, so what did we do? Where were we at for story in Elven Quest? We were only at 8. Okay, so we moved it up to 9. So maybe this is right, but wouldn't the game report tell me it was right if it was right? Right? I'm going to try that. Who knows? Ooh, secrets. Secrets apply to adventure games. Alright, so let's improve gameplay. I'm always right, except when I'm not. Exactly. Me too. Alright, so Pirate Quest. So now we're going to have some fancy graphics coming in, which is nice. We are not doing... Oh, I should have done a sequel, though. Because we're not going to have time to... Whatchamacallit? 50% of the time I'm right every time. I'll see 80% of the time I'm right every time. I was going to say, we're not going to have time to mark it, but I guess I can just bail on what I was doing. And do, like... Do 3 radio spots. So, that'll get us to 40 faster. Actually, you know what? Let's do 1 game magazine and then 2 radio spots. Right? It will work. Eventually. Do I want to take the time to do that? I mean, you can always mark it after it's released. You don't need to mark it before. Right? Alright, what do we want to do here? We're going to want the sound studio. We're going to want the training room. Ooh, we need support. We probably should have already researched support, honestly. That's a my bad right there. But got some good numbers here. Hopefully this is solid. 70 to 90. For an adventure game, I will take that. 2D line graphics. We are making the fancy games now, folks. Yay, first 80% adventure game. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so let's do a game report for that. Got to be getting close to having these bars in the right spot. Any commission work here? No. Commission work here? No. Alright, so let's do a free update. Actually, before that, what type of game are we making next? Back to skill. So we're doing skill next. So that means... I mean, we could just use the adventure engine to make a skill game, right? Like, we get to use the 2D line graphics, but we don't have that bonus for the genre. So I like to have an engine for every genre. I'm kind of an engine whore, for lack of a better term, when I play this game. Skill engine 1, 2D line graphics in. Okay, and yeah, I'll sell it. We're gonna do Commodore Pete though, because the Tapple 1, I'm pretty sure, is coming off the market soon. But we'll be doing the Tapple 2 instead, but we're not to that point yet, right? Alright, so we got that engine done. So let's quickly do a free update for Pirate Quest. And then we'll make a new game. New skill game. Actually, not a new game. Ooh, role-playing game. Got to research, though. Alright, so we're going to do a sequel to Barbarian Wars, I guess. Sure. All is all okay. What was our first Frogget 2? Adults. Where's Barbarian Wars? All. Okay, all does apply. Ooh, Barbarians doesn't work, though, for skill. Well, this is a puzzle, though. Never mind. We're doing a skill game. Wait, hold up. Oh, Barbarian Wars. Wait. I thought it just said it was a puzzle game. I'm confused. I think I confused myself there. I think I was going through too fast. Barbarian Wars 2. Anyway. I think I was clicking around too fast there. Tapple 1. Commodore Pete. Astro Arcade. 2D line graphics in. Alright. That's supposed to be there. 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 Getting better. So let's look at the... What was our most recent? Frogget 2. Let's look at the letters for Frogget 2. I'm on default settings. Better mission design. So that means that goes up and this goes down because everything else we know is right. Yeah, this is the default. And I know I could just Google it, but I'm not gonna I'm not going to alt tab between a guide, right? Constantly while streaming. Ooh, look how many things apply now. All 7 apply and 4 of them are green. So that should lead to a pretty good game. My first 90% game, maybe. So we really lean into this and try to make it as good as we can. It's going to cost a lot, especially the extra graphic stuff. Tends to be expensive. Actually, we might run a TV spot for this game. Okay, Frogget came off the market. I don't know why I clicked through so fast. Frogget came off the market there, is what that pop-up was. Where are we at here? Barbarian Wars 2, TV spot. Just once, though, because it's $500,000. And it takes a while, so let's see if we can get a 6th person in there. Ooh, yeah. Talented, no negative traits. Yes, please. Because the TV spots take a long time if you don't have a lot of people in there. Like the TV spot might come out after the game's already out. Wow, they went through that fast. All right, they're polishing. They still need the bug fix. They're polishing. Yeah, the TV, they're not going to be done in this TV advertisement until the game's already out. But that's fine, right? I mean, hype is hype, whether the game is already out or not. All right, so let's buy this other property. 1.1 million. That is fine. Let's get a little lounge going here. Do the same design we did up here with the lounge and the toilets, or similar designs. Do a dart machine this time instead. Couple of chairs. Need a fridge over here. People can keep their lunch, right? I want to make sure people can have their lunch. TV. And we'll need some heaters right next to the fridge. Was gonna let me put a heater anywhere. Is that gonna be enough? Yeah, close enough. Might be a little chilly over by the dart machine, but that's fine. Doesn't want to. Oh, we don't need a medicine cabinet in there, I guess. As long as we have medicine cabinet in the other rooms. No gold records yet. Are we getting close to a gold record? No. 268 is our highest selling game. It's $1 million for a gold record, pretty sure. All right, so let's get some artistic drawings up in the lunchroom. Is that enough quality? That's enough quality. Okay, that one's done. All right, let's quickly get some toilets in here. Just small toilets. They don't need to be huge. 2 people at a time. Probably only need 1 sink, actually. Realistically. Get a trash can in there. Some heaters. Or a heater. Hey, Alejandro, how you doing today? All right, so washroom is done. So once this support is done, we're going to research role-playing game. Nice. I'm doing pretty well. Hospital Havoc off the market. Cool profit of 1.7 million. That's pretty good. That's extremely good. Who am I kidding? All right, so how close is this to being done? It's getting there. Let's send this out. Let's finish development. Only 70 to 90. I mean, that's good. I mean, it's my highest score in all 4 categories. Right? Like, it's going to be over 80. I was kind of hoping it'd be over 90. But, yeah, we're pretty new at some of this stuff, I guess. Although now we're masters of skill games. Yeah, 83 is pretty good. 83 is solid. Right. Commission work. Oh, we are now considered an indie studio. Fancy. Do a game report here. Commission work here. Keep everybody busy. And I will be right back. I need to take a quick AFK. Will not be long. All right, I am back. I did have a good break, Alyssa. Luckily for me, the bathroom is right outside my bedroom. So anyway, nobody needs to know that. So we are an indie studio. Other people have making other games. Let's look at the all-time charts here. How are we stacking up? All right. Yeah, we're close. Puzzler. Puzzler was actually my best game so far. Not Frogget. Frogget 2, though. Maybe it'll get there. We will see, I guess. All right, so everybody is doing something. There's a video going around about one of the popular LO streamers going into way too much detail on that. Yeah, like I make no secret of what I did, but yeah. Anyway, what that break was for. All right, so do I want to wait? I kind of want to wait and make an RPG here, right? I feel like I've been making the same things over and over and over. Although the Puzzler is my best game, I should probably do a sequel for that. So that means we need a engine for puzzle games. Yeah, the peat is rapidly encroaching on the tapple in users. So we're going to go with the peat there instead. Puzzle engine 1. Anything they can do to stay busy? I don't think so. So everybody's going to have to chill for a little bit, but that's fine. Actually, not for long. When I say a bit, I really didn't mean all that long. All right, so Puzzler 2. Education, apparently. No, not Adventure Engine. Puzzle Engine. Did I... When I made my skill game last time, did I forget to change the engine? Was it still on the Adventure Engine? I feel like it was. Like, because it was still on it here. Whoops. Oh well, not a huge deal. I mean, it's unfortunate, don't get me wrong. Alright, so let's look at the letters for Puzzler. Too short. Too much for core. Better mission design. Too short. Too much for core. Better mission design. And too violent and too easy. Try that. What did we do? Wait, we did a puzzle game since then, though, right? Puzzle Pets. So let's go like that, like that. Too short, it said, right? Better mission design. Take some points out of depth. Try that, I guess. Sure. Ooh, all 7 things apply to puzzle games, with secrets being green. So that's good. So this should be an 80% plus game, I would think. Well, depending on how much we put into it here, I guess. Oh, wait. I accidentally moved one of my graphics people into the marketing room. Which one? There. That was... that was smooth, Luch. That was real smooth. Oh, well. That's fine. Alright, it is time for the Mad Games Convention. Let's do a large booth. We will do Puzzler 2. We'll do Pirate Quest. And Barbarian Wars 2. Are they still not done of that TV advertisement? No, they almost are, though. Ooh, 70 to 90 estimate, and that's with 30 bugs. Wait till those bugs are gone. Plus the polishing. Yeah, this one's going to sell good. It's going to be good and sell good. So I got 67 hype. Barbarian Wars 2 is at 80 hype. The old money's rolling in pretty quick there now. And, you know, we're getting better at stuff, which is always helpful. Yeah, 84%. That's a good game, folks. All right, and role-playing game is done. So let's get Sound Studio. Oh, take that off automatic, though. All right, create a game report for Puzzler 2. Let's put it on pause for a sec. All right, so what... I forgot about special marketing. So you can do demos for stuff. So all these games we could do a demo for to give it some hype. No commission work here, so let's do an update. Barbarian Wars 2. That should be good, I think. But wow, it's starting to get more expensive though to do updates, right? It's 35,000. Remember before it was like 7,000? Yeah, more features and more. The more you put into it, the more it costs to do the updates. All right, so let's just do demos here for everything. Braga 2, that's not much hype. Braga 2, I'm a little disappointed in its sales, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's doing okay. Could have been better. All right, so what was I waiting for? Now we need to make an engine for role-playing game. 2D line graphics, so it's gonna be quite an RPG. Let me tell you, graphics are gonna be fancy. No, they're not. Graphics are gonna be anything but fancy, but that's okay. All right, so this engine should be pretty quick. I mean, it's really only one feature, right? So actually, that was a lot of hype for Frogger 2. That might help sales. And develop a game new. We could do a spin-off. As there's not much really worth spinning off, though. Well, yeah, nah. Let's just do a new one. Role-playing game. Elves of the Forest. Dun dun dun. I don't know. I am not good at. You know what I need to do? I need to like make like a fictional world and just make all my different games for that world. Like instead of Elves of the Forest, I could say Elves of blank forest. Right? But I need to make the whole world. That's probably not gonna happen. That's probably too much work. RPG engine. Anyway. So Tapple. Heat. Was there any new things? Oh, the Tapple 2. Yep, Tapple 2's here. And so the Tapple 2. So Astro Arcade, you are on the back seat until I get this fourth platform unlocked. All languages on, please. They should be on by default, I feel. All right, so role-playing game. Beginner friendliness down. Game length up. Story up. Character design up. Level design can go down. Leave mission design where it is? Question mark. Innovation, like, I don't know. Like that? All right. So obviously this is going to be core. Hard. 40, 30, 15, 15. Explicit or violent. We'll leave that one in the middle for now. I don't know. What do we think here, folks? This is our first RPG, so it's not going to be perfect, but I feel like that's a decent starting point for our sliders. Right? Maybe? Now, the bottom four. I know this is right, just from experience and remembering previous runs, but I don't... This is just trying to use common sense. Send it? Yeah. All right, so all 7 things do apply, but none of them are super important. But having 7 things apply is nice. All right, so let's go all out here. Let's spend the money. Where are we at here? Elves of the Forest. we'll do games, mate. We'll do 1 magazine and 2 radio, and that'll get us to 40. And that should be good. I think 40 is good for now. It's just so expensive to do TV. I mean, I know the hype is nice, but I feel like it's... I don't think it's worth the investment at this point. Later on, probably worth the investment. Now, probably not. We will continue development. We got marketing to do. We got other things to do. Because there's also special marketing. There's pre-release special marketing that you can only do pre-release. You can do a release beta demo, which will get us extra hype. And then a pre-release for the press, which we haven't been doing and we should have been. Basically, it gets like a 3% bonus to your review score. Unless it bombs, right? Unless your game is bad, in which case you lose review score. I miss game demos. Yeah, so Elves of the Forest. Press has tested the pre-release version of the game. The game was highly praised in all previews. We can assume that this result will have a positive impact on the final rating. I found lately, and maybe it's just because as part of my job, quote unquote, I'm looking into indie games more often. I'm finding demos are starting to come back around. But I do enjoy back in the day, like buying like a copy of PC Gamer magazine just to get, it'd have a CD in it with demos. Like I missed that. That was fun back in God, that would be like super late 90s, early 2000s. That I remember doing that. I'm trying to remember when I bought my first computer in 97. I liked Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Yeah, PlayStation had discs like that. But I played Heroes of Might and Magic 2 at my friend's house. I liked it so bad I went and bought a computer just so I could play it. Those were the days. Alright, so this is ready. 60 hype. Not sure how good it's going to be. Oh, 70 to 90. It is our first role-playing game, so not only do we not know where the sliders go, but it's also, you get experience in the genre, right? Like we're only 1 star in role-playing games now, right? But as we get better, we'll make better games, which makes sense. Oh, wow, 87. The fact that the key metrics are gameplay and graphics, and those are the 2 things that I have the room for already, that helps. Speaking of rooms, so our sound studio is not quite done yet. All right, so let's do a game report. There. Let's do a day 1 patch for Elves of the Forest. No, let's do a patch for Puzzler 2. You did that for Warcraft 2? 50. Oh yeah, I remember dial-up. Man. Well, I bought a PlayStation 2 just for Final Fantasy 7. Or no, that'd be a PlayStation 1, not a PlayStation 2. PS1. Sorry. Basically just for Final Fantasy 7. Any commission work here? Nope. So they're going to have to be idle. We need a training room. Once you have the training room, you can throw them into quick training while they're idle. But we don't have it yet. But we can publish a demo for Puzzler. I mean, Puzzler's near the end of its life cycle, but that's fine. Alright, so that's done. Oh, there's commission work here. Write new dialogue for Minisoft. I feel like Minisoft has come to me with stuff more than once. Alright, so we did a role-playing game. It sounded fairly well right out of the gate. We did a puzzle game. Oh wait, the trend changed. So let's make a racing game because it's no longer the anti-trend. So Tapple 2. Tapple 2 was rapidly going to become the most popular thing. Well, the Atari or Qatari will be coming soon. But yeah, Warcraft 2. I think I bought that for PlayStation. That's what made me think PlayStation. More, okay, Puzzler hype. Get hyped for Puzzler. Puzzle Pats has already had one. Puzzler 2. Publish a demo. All right, we are ready to make our first racing game. Wait, do we have... Ooh, permanent mono sound. Oh, do we want to wait a little while longer? Yeah, let's do some updates here. Let's hold off. We need some research. We need these researchers done. I need a bigger research room. But I have all the space. It's just a matter of, you know, taking advantage of it better. What else could use? Oh, 92 hype. That's insane. In a good way. What else could use an update? What's selling? Pirate Quest? But adventure is still the trend. It didn't change. There used to be cereal boxes with full game discs. And yep, Age of Empires, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Those were the days, man. Yeah, I liked Age of Empires, but I don't know. I just never really got into it. All right, I got to see. Do we have a topic that fits a racing game? We might have to research one. No, I don't think any of these fit for a racing game, right? Like, there was one run where I was in the situation where I wanted to make a racing game and I didn't have anything that fit, so I did, I think I did fish, and I called it Dace Race. Like, you know, there's a fish called a dace, like, or at least that's what Animal Crossing taught me. There's just a fish called a dace. So let's just keep doing updates here. Puzzle Pets, another update. Keep that fresh. Sound Studio's taking a long time. Once we get into console stuff, we'll need a bigger research team because every little thing for the console needs to be researched. All right, so let's do this engine feature. Get this primitive mono sound, and then we'll oh, adventure game engine 2. That's not mine though. All right, and cars. I know it's a pretty generic racing game. Oh, update our old engine. We didn't even use it once. It's already needs to be updated. Primitive mono sound. Let's go. Race engine 1 plus. So basically, there's technology level, right? So you'll see all this stuff is technology level 1. The Tapple 2 can go up to technology level 2. So I will call this race engine 1 plus until it has technology level 2 things. Then I will call it race engine 2. In case you're wondering why I'm not changing the title to race engine 2. All right, there we go. Develop a game, new game, genre, racing. Even though this was a negative trend, it's still super saturated. Everything's saturated except role-playing game right now, though, and I just did a role-playing game. I mean, I could do another one, but I'm not yet. All right, so I'm pretty sure all works for racing. And we will call this Cars in the City. I know that's terrible. All right, I'll tell you what. My next game is going to be an RPG. Somebody give me a good title for an RPG. Please, I beg you. Yes, the Tapple 1's off the market, and Tapple 2 is already the biggest pond, biggest fish in the pond. And there's the Katari. The Final Raiders. I like the sound of that. That is what it's going to be. All right, so my 2D line graphics, I'll be pro at that. I find there's more graphics things than other things. It's hard to stay on top of graphics. Like, it's hard to be good at graphics. All right, well, I'm pretty sure story can go down. Character design can go down. Level design, we want to go up. Innovation? Beginner friendliness? Probably. Casual. Yeah, let's just try that. I don't want to go too far. Like our very first one. All right, so secrets don't apply, but the other 6 do. That seems pretty solid. Well, I probably should have moved my sliders. Oh well. We're not going to go all out on this. I mean, we'll make it not suck, but we're not going to spend the big bucks on it. Cars in the city. Games magazine once. 2 radio spots to follow. All right, and we want... Oh, wait, I already have support room? Yeah, I already had the support room. For some reason, I didn't think I had the support room. Excuse me. Training room. So that means... All right, so the sound studio needs to be huge. Okay, and I'll show why here in a sec. Like, this isn't big enough for a sound studio. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So the rest of the space is going to be our support room. And here's why. Like, every other room has the same size desks. Look how much bigger the sound room desk is. It's like double. Right, so you need a big room for your sound studio. I mean, this is... Oh, it doesn't fit. Boo. Hiss. Really? That's 9, though. That's a lot. This is big enough. That'll be big enough for a while. And, okay, let's continue development. Wait, hold up, hold up. Ah, pause. Pause. I need to get heaters and stuff in here before I do anything else. Game moves fast early on. All right, so you can't put posters on the wall because they have the sound echo reduction crate things on the walls. So you need to get your things up, your room quality up through other means, like these psychedelic carpets. There, that should be good, especially with the plant in there. All right, and then we want a support room. Probably should have had support already. But we didn't, and that's okay. Oh, and we'll move that in a sec. Yeah, we got 6. I was hoping to get 6. Might be able to squeeze a 7th in if I move them. Maybe, you know what? Let's do that now. Let's do it now rather than later. Because support, basically, so you see this little, so I have 16,000 fans, or 16,800 fans right now, right? You see this little red bar next to it? So it's the number of calls, letters, and emails that I've received from my fans. To answer the questions of your fans, you have to set up a support department. If too many questions remain unanswered, you will lose fans. Also, avoid bug games. From 5,000 fans upwards, a support department is necessary to handle all questions. So I'm at 17,000 fans almost, and I didn't have a support department yet. Right? Which is not good. That's not good. I should have had it already. I should be able to fit one here. Okay. Now the question is, can I get enough people in here? We'll throw some posters. What kind of posters would a support team want? They would want to look at the Starship Enterprise and a psychedelic artistic drawing. We're gonna go over the variety and an animal painting and an architecture image. Give them a variety of things. All right. So we need to populate these 2 new rooms. Marketing support unlucky. No thanks. Boom. Customer support. High workload. Now we need some sound people. All right, so I have too many sound people in this room, right? 3, 2, 2, 3. So basically I want to take one of my sound people out and move them into the sound room. And we want a game designer in there instead. It's this one. Learn slower, but they get a bonus if they're the lead developer, which is something I haven't talked about at all yet, and I probably should. I don't like untalented, though. What do we got for sound people? Well, you're hired. All right, so let's employee search, game designer, 16% chance. Yeah. Let's just go with the cheap one. Fill that. Okay, so they're still working. They're still working. They're still working. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. Talented and all-rounder. That's like the dream for a game design room. I got so lucky right there. All right, so cancel task. All right, well, they're still working. Let's just make the sound. We'll just do a little bit of sound work here. And market, we were kind of middle of marketing, and I kind of abandoned it to do that other thing. Obviously, there's only 2 people in here, so it's going to be a little slow. Did they win any awards? Hey! Developer of the Year. Publisher of the Year. Wait, how am I Publisher of the Year? Okay, that's got to be a bug, because I literally haven't published a single game. Anyway, I will say this game is relatively bug-free for an early access game with a development team of 1. But that's got to be a bug, because I haven't published a single game. But, I mean, I'll take it, because you can go in. Now I can take this award, this Publisher of the Year that I didn't earn, put it there. And now everybody who comes to work in this room is like, oh, we're the Publisher of the Year, even though we didn't publish anything. We're awesome. All right, there's still bugs in this, so yeah, I guess we're not done making it yet anyway. All right, so I need a sound person. Okay. So we're going to have to get our sound people from in here. From the marketing department. And that's okay. That's not a big deal. All right, so employee search. And I will say this too. Like this, being able to search for employees, this wasn't in the game originally, and it was one of my few complaints I had. Like if you watch my first Let's Play, you'd be like, oh, I wish you could just search for a certain type of employee. So the fact that this got added, chef's kiss. I love it. Not that they added it just for me. I'm sure I wasn't the only one. All right, hey, 60 to 80 for my first racing game. I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, what are we looking at? 78. That's good. It's really good. Short assignment. Oh, I just realized I don't have room for a training room. That is très unfortunate. But it's also not the end of the world. I will eventually. I mean, technically, I could buy this. I have the money. But just for a training room, probably not worth it yet. Although I do want to get into console development soon-ish. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking I might stream this again tomorrow. And then maybe something else Tuesday. Or maybe we'll see. I was going to say maybe stream twice one of these days. Yeah, it's got a different look, right? Like I don't notice it much, but like the first map is like an industrial park. Second map is like a beach. Like there's a beach right here. Like all I got to say is I would not want to work in an office that's right next to a beach. I'd just be constantly looking out the window. I'd just be like, I want to go to the beach, right? Like, I mean, and I guess it's nice that you could just go to the beach after your shift ends, but I don't know, man, that'd be tough. That'd be tough to live right next or work right next to the beach. All right, so we now do 4 platforms. Ooh, new game developer legend, which we haven't talked about. They are a game designer at that. So game design. So game developer legends always have really good stats. They're always a star designer. They usually have leadership. But in a game studio that does be at the beast more than the studio, exactly. I feel like most jobs, people would be like that. But I don't have room in my game design room right now. So I got to look. I could fire somebody. And, well, here's the other thing, though. Technically speaking, and this is something that I've done in the past, and I think it's good. I think it's a good idea. You're one of the few people that isn't that enthusiastic about beaches. Well, at least you live in the right part of the country. So I'm going to put this person in here. So technically speaking, there's too many people in here. 11 of 10. Right? But the thing is, people go on break. People go to the bathroom, right? So now, all 10 of these seats will be filled at a higher rate, right? But on the other hand, I don't really need that because we make games so quick at this point, right? All right, so there's another music person. I'm probably gonna stop once I get to 6. And another music person. And no, you're greedy. Pass. Pass. All right, so another RPG called Final Raiders. Is what we were gonna do, right? What was the plan? Role-playing game. Well, that sounds like barbarians to me, right? Teenagers will go this time. Now you want to play this. So you're a game developer. You want to play a game about being a game developer? I mean, you could, like that the YouTuber's Life game. I almost bought and played that. Oh wait. Wait. Hold up. No, got to update our RPG engine. We need primitive mono sound. And let's switch the console over to the Tablet 2. All right, so that's going to take a little more time. All right, so that will be... All right, so we don't need any more sound people, so let's cancel that. Let's do some special marketing. Let's do... what could use a demo? Pirate Quest could use a demo. All right, well, there we're waiting. We're waiting here. I want to do... Subtopic is nice to have. Ooh, oh, one whole extra hype. Yay. All right, and the beautiful thing is it remembered everything I just put in. So I don't need to do all this again, which is nice. All right, RPG Engine 1. There we go. Main platform. Tapple 2. Atari 2600. Commander Pete. And Astro Arcade. So these will follow, like, the popularity of the consoles will follow their real-life counterparts. Like, the Atari 2600 was the console in the late 70s, early 80s, right? Once personal computer comes out, it'll be really popular. Once the Nintendo, NES, or Mimtendo comes out. But there is a checkbox at the start of the game that you can have it on random platform popularity. So, like, you know, the Astro Arcade could be the most popular console ever. Right, or most popular console for the time, if you do the random, which I have done in the past. But anyway, all right. So game depth we had at the right level. That's it though. That's the only one we had at the right level. Where is our RPG? Elves of the Forest. Oh, that crap. That's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Elves of the Forest. Copy design settings. All right. 9 letters. Okay, so it's a lot of letters. Better story. Longer. More core. Longer. Better story. More core. All right, so we didn't move the sliders far enough, I guess. Too short. Wait, we already did that one. Character design, level design, too innocuous. Character design, level design, violent. All right, so we need to take some points away. So we'll go innovation, mission design, I guess. Got to take the points away somewhere. And we're actually going, so this is the perfect balance, but here's the thing. We have the QA room to get gameplay, to get extra gameplay points. We have the graphics room to get extra graphics points. We have the sound studio to get extra sound points. You see where I'm going with this. Technical points, though. Now, later on, but it's not for a long time, we get a mocap studio that gets us more points here. But until then, I'm going to put our priority up on this one so that so it doesn't fall behind too far, right? Because we have lots of ways to get these other points. And I'm going to do that on most games until we get the mocap studio. But the mocap studio is locked by time. Like, it doesn't come out till November 1993. So we've played 2 years of in-game time. It doesn't come for another 15 years of in-game time, which is a lot, obviously, right? All right, Final Raiders. We're going to make this one a good game. Probably better than it needs to be. But that's okay. Game, the final countdown. Wait, no, Final Raiders. Not the final countdown. And then we go to radio spots, automatic. So it's out of my hands. Ooh, an event. So the events can pop up. There can be a video game boom. There can be a video game crash. There can be real estate crash or boom, where the price of real estate doubles or goes in half. Or Era of Legends, 200% chance that legends apply. That's good. We have room in most of our rooms, some of our rooms for legends. So hopefully we get some. All right, let's continue development. Still got bugs. We still got lots of work we can do on that. All right, sound team is polishing. Oh, we need some more marketing people. Is there any more marketing people available? There is. You're unlucky, which I don't like. Stress averse is fine, though. Especially in the marketing room, because there is no crunch in here. Right? They're just answering letters. Right? All right, so the graphics team's polishing. They're polishing. They're still bug fixing. Okay, research is completed. Subgenre, ooh, workshop. Console development. Let's do the workshop for now. So the workshop is where you make arcade cabinets. If you want, you can, like I said, that's the thing with this game. There's so many options on how you want to play. Like, you can lean really heavy into making arcade games, or you can completely ignore it, right? Like, same as consoles. Like, you can make consoles or not. You don't need to do anything. That's what I like about this game, is the flexibility. All right, so special marketing for Final Raiders. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Anyway, that's enough. Enough singing for Luch today. Sorry to make you listen to me sing for even that brief amount of time. All right, pre-release for the press. Extra 3%. Ooh, fancy console stuff starting to come in. 128 bytes on a cartridge. 128 bytes is such a small amount. Oh, remember earlier how I said this game's going to pog? I think so. I think so, Alyssa. Remember I said I bought my first computer in 1997? Guess how much RAM? Or no, sorry. Well, you can guess how much RAM it had if you want, but guess how big the hard drive was on a computer in 1997. Just guess. Just humor me. Yeah, it's going to be close to 90%, I think. $50 megabytes? No, higher than that. Ooh, 90%. Nice. It was higher than 50 megabytes, but... Well, RAM, if you're talking RAM, yeah, I think it was probably about that. But the hard drive was bigger than that. Ooh, lots of commission work to blast through here. Oh, not very great commission work, though. Now let's get a demo out. 1 gig hard drive. That's close. It was, I forget how much RAM it had. I think maybe 256. No, 128 megs RAM, I think. And it was a 3.1 gigabyte hard drive. Which is just hilarious now, because, I mean, how much space does Windows take up now? Right? Like, Windows takes up more than 3 gigs, I'm pretty sure. Right? Like, Most patches for Arc are 3 gigs. I don't know. It's just funny. It's just, it blows my mind how, like, much that's changed. Like, how fast computers have grown, right? It's pretty crazy. And there's also the option here to fake user reviews. I don't do this. If you create fake user reviews and get caught, it doesn't make a good impression. I've never done it. I try to play this game like it's real. Not like it's real, but like try to role play as a actually non-scummy um, game developer. Like later on, you can add microtransactions to your game. I don't like doing it. I don't like having microtransactions. I did test it at one point just because people were in my comments like, "Oh, put in microtransactions, put in microtransactions." So I did, but I felt terrible about it. Honestly, yeah, yuck, yuck, icky. Makes you feel icky. All right, so new adventure game coming in hot. Develop a game. Sequel? Sequel to one of our adventure games, Barbarian's Quest, maybe? Ooh, no, Pirate Quest. Pirate Quest was really good, wasn't it? Yeah, it's actually got some IP value. Not much. You got to start somewhere, right? Ooh, you do a subtopic now, too. What works with pirates? Bounty Hunter, maybe? Cyberpunk? Hospital? I mean, none of these really... Bounty Hunter, I feel like, would be the closest to working with pirates. Right? Pirate Quest 2. Beach Bounty. Sure. Frogs. We'll make Frogget 3. Do not make me say that repeatedly, because it's going to end poorly for me. We will make Frogget 3 soon. Man, I do not want to say that again. I'm not good with my F's and THs sometimes. Especially if you have like one of each close to each other. Frog Pirates sounds great. I mean, I guess we could have. Soon. We'll do another pirate game soon, or another frog game soon. It's actually been a while since I did a pirate game. Pirate Quest was my last pirate game. I got away from it. I moved into RPGs instead. More beginner friendly and more casual. Okay. All right, so we had those way too low. So try that. But we got this side all locked in, and that's locked in, and this is locked in. So we're getting there. And we'll do the same thing we did with RPGs, where we will jack technical up a bit until we get the whatchamacallit room, the mocap room. But that will obviously not be today. Like I said, that happens in 1993, and we are currently in 1978. But we're going to go relatively all out on making this good. But I think it's a good habit to be in, to just try to make your games actually good, in my experience. All right, where are we at? Pirate Quest 2, Beach Bounty. Well, yeah, it's already at 40 hype. You know what? Let's do a TV spot. YOLO, right? All right, so yeah, 2 people is all we need in the support room. Realistically, we probably only need the 1. But, holy crap, that was fast. Continue development. Like I said, I have too many people in that room. Or not too many. I have more than I need in that room. Subgenre. Problem with subgenre. So let's say we made an RPG and adventure game. Which you could. They do work together. But we're just getting to the point where we're getting our sliders where they want to be. And then RPG and adventure is new sliders. Right? So I'm not too eager for that. So let's actually do console development. It's 10 million. Which is a lot, admittedly. But yeah. Whatever. We're gonna want it eventually. Alright, so this, do I want to wait for that? It's a lot of polishing. Because I want to do the other pre-release stuff, right? but I would have to wait. Yeah, let's wait. Hey, it's going to be good time, and Pirate Quest 1 is going to come off the market right when Pirate Quest 2 hits, more or less. So yeah, this is going to have a lot of hype. Because we're going to do a demo, a pre-release demo as well, right? Beach Bounty, release beta demo. Oh yeah, new research available. Of course, our research team's busy with console development. Pirate Quest off the market, made me a cool 4 million though. Pre-release for the press. Let's go. Let's get that extra 3%. This should be a good game. I'm hoping. Fingers are crossed. Okay, getting better at stuff. We'll go to the adventure games now. Really good at adventure games. Hey, 92. Nice. It's our best game so far. It's a hit. It's a real hit. This review is about the sequel to Pirate Quest. We checked for you if the newest part of the series is worth it. The plot is particularly impressive. It's hard to believe that it's a computer game. The impressive and detailed graphics blew me away. Perfect. The sound effects are awesome. This will be the new standard in the gaming industry. The game's simple and polished controls set new standards. Even the best games of the past look ordinary against this title. Noise. Alright, let's get a game report for that. Let's do a free update for Cars in the City. Let's do a demo for that. No commission work there. No commission work there. So I guess they will have to sit around twiddling their thumbs a little bit. But that's okay. Not for long. Let's jump right into another game here, shall we? We have not... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, we haven't done a skill game in a long time, but that's because it's the anti-trend. We haven't done a puzzle game in a long time. I think our puzzle engine probably needs... Yep, primitive mono sound added. Let's switch that to the Tablet 2. And then we'll make a new game. A new puzzle game, or do we want to do another sequel? Ooh. We now research strategy games. So Puzzler 2. Let's hype up whatever's lowest here. We don't have any consoles yet. We will soon. We will soon. But we're busy doing console development right now. So you know what? Boom. Buy. Research. How big do we want this room to be? This is pretty big property, though. How many desks can we fit in here? Is the question. I'd like at least 10. I feel like this is not going to fit 10. Oh, no. Of course, this setup leaves no room for heaters. I don't know. I wanted 10. I got 10. I mean, just barely. Not much room for anything else, but... Now the question is, are there any out there? Any researchers, that is. Trash can. What else do they want? Can I fit a plant anywhere? No, if I didn't have the trash can there. Guess I chose a trash can. Animal paintings. And let's throw a carpet or two down for them. That's much bigger than I expected it to be. Apparently we went with a lot of carpets. All right, and we should probably put a break room over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can do a break room and a toilet. Or toilets, I should say, I guess. It's not going to be big, but it doesn't need to be big, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. You can go in the little nook. Play the arcade cabinet 1 in the nook. And come out, come to the fridge, get your lunch. And you can go sit down and watch some TV while you eat your lunch. Right? It's a pretty good little break room, I gotta say. Probably better than the other ones. I will be honest, this is like my least favorite part of the game. Is doing this. I kind of wish there was a way to automate it. But it's a minor quibble. Now let's go to sunflower. There, well, these people can watch TV. This person, you can just stare at the sunflower. Oh yeah, go on break and see the Developer of the Year award. Go, wow, we're such good developers here at Luch Streams. We're the best. Couple of funky carpets. Nice, okay. Now let me quickly make a bathroom. Can I fit 3 toilets in here? Oh yeah, look at this. This bathroom is huge. Relative to our other bathrooms. So we're gonna want 2 sinks for sure. 2 hand dryers for sure as well. Got room for a trash can over in the corner here. Couple of heaters. It's gonna be warm in there, let me tell you. Got room for a ball cactus. Kind of sitting in the middle of the... Could you imagine accidentally like washing your hands and you back up and you you run into that cactus by mistake? That would be fun, right? All right, so here's a question. Is there any researchers available? There is 2. Are they good? Yes. Yes, they are. So I'm going to stop what we're doing in the other research room. Console development can wait. I want to get the gameplay features right now. So let's do that. Let's cancel this task. I can't remember if I lose the progress I did. I get the money back, I'm pretty sure. Wait, I didn't get the money back. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's 10 million. Did I just throw away $10 million? I feel like I just threw away $10 million. Okay, no, never mind. We can continue. But can I continue it in the other room is the question. And I'm not sure. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find that out before the end of stream here. All right, so researcher, yes. All right, gotta get through that. Okay. Oh, and another researcher. Miscellaneous. Okay, good. We can continue. Ooh. Dodged a bullet there, folks. Dodged a bullet there. So then we can trash this room. And we can expand our QA room. Like so. Okay, it will make me move this heater because it was against the wall. That's no longer there, and the heater needs to be against the wall. It'll make me move the poster because it was against the wall, or against the wall. It was on the wall, as posters tend to be. Now, I don't need a whole bunch of extra QA yet, but I will. I will want more QA at some point. Really? And there. All right, how's the temperature? Good enough. How's the quality? All right, so we need something else. We need some more carpets. What carpet's that? This one? Whoops. Missed. It's not even. There. They're not symmetrical. All right, so what am I working on here? All right, well, is there any more game testers to put in here? There certainly is. What was I doing? Puzzle game, right? I'm all over the place here. I'm like getting sidetracked big time. Yes, puzzle game. That was the plan. New, or do I want to do a sequel? Puzzle Pets 2? I don't know. I feel like I keep doing sequels constantly. I think I need to do something new here. Frogs. Puzzle Frogs. I know that's a very imaginative name. I came up with it all by myself. But hey, Alyssa wants frogs. I'm going to give Alyssa frogs. Is there any new dev kits? There is, but ooh, 1.4 million. That's not bad. 1.8. Let's stick with the Astro Arcade. Plus the other one had a complexity, higher complexity. All right, so our last puzzle game was Puzzler 2. So let's copy Puzzler 2. And then let's look at the letters for Puzzler 2 and see where we need to move stuff. Too short, too core, too violent, too easy. Too short, too core, too violent, too easy. Oh, well, that was easy. Moving those around. And let's take some points off that, put it there. But we got to take a point off somewhere. Still don't know which way that's supposed to go. Level design. That's not right, but I'm going to leave it there because I don't know which way to go. All 9 things apply, including secrets being green. That's good. All right, let's go all out here. Improve gameplay. Improve graphics. Improve sounds. Yeah, let's go nuts. How full is my research room right now? 9 of 10. So we need one more. So we'll let this go. Yeah, learn slower. Yeah. It's not great. There we go. Let's pause. That's good traits. Or at least they're not negative traits, right? Ooh, that's too much. That's too many. So, what we can do, actually, let's just do that, right? Because the hallway doesn't need to go any further. It looks really weird now, but it works. And that's the important thing. Hey, Emixed has licensed my engine, RPG Engine 1. That's good. I like that. I like when they do when they go for my engines. All right, so what are we looking at? Puzzle Frogs, Game Magazine. Once we start making B+ games, we won't be able to make them nearly as fast, because this is crazy how fast we're kicking out games. Like, when you get to the point where you're making AAA games, it takes, like, 8 months to a year to make a game. We're making 8 games, like, per year. Ooh, one of your graphic designers has continued working on the current game in his spare time. Very good. As a result, many inferior graphics were improved. Nice. I'll take it. All right, so we got bugs and stuff, so let's continue development, but it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good game. Right? Which will be good. But yeah, I'm definitely going to stream this again tomorrow at the same regular time. But either today or tomorrow, I think I'm going to try to work in an evening stream as well. We'll see. Probably not tomorrow. I think I'm... Oh, wait, what's going on here? Oh, we didn't do not wait. I'm going out for... My sister and I are going out for supper with our mother tomorrow. So, well, that might make it hard to do an evening stream. We'll see. Anyway, not important. And over to Tadu. We're pros at puzzle games now. We're pros at the Tapple 2. Getting good at the primitive mono sound. Password saves, cheat codes coming in hot. Getting good at the Katari. We're getting good at frogs. We're pro frog game makers now. Hey, I'll take 88. Oh, banking crisis. 200% interest. Fortunately, we have not We do not have any loans, so we are not paying any interest. So this does not affect us. Fortunately. Wait, so did that extra chance of legendaries event come and go and I only got the one out of it, I feel? That kind of sucked. Now I'm kind of sad. That's okay, though. It's okay to be sad. Create game report. Puzzle Frogs. Let's go. Let's do... Oh, I forgot to do special marketing for it. Like, if I had done the pre-release for the press, that would have been over 90. My bad. Whoopsie. Updates. Pirate Quest 2, Beach Bounty. I think it's time for another RPG. We haven't done one for a little bit. Like 2 whole games since our last RPG. All right, console development is coming. But see, this is why I wanted extra people in this room, because, like, it's still going pretty slow, even with 10 people. Imagine how slow it would be with only 5, right? All right, so let's squeeze one more game in here before the end of stream. Commission work can wait. Genre, role-playing game. Topic. Elves, barbarians. Aliens? Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk 1977? Sure. I mean, it's 1978 now, but hey, close enough. Close enough. Tapple. Katari. I mean, that's probably the most clever title I've come up with today. If I remember correctly, the Astro Arcade and Rodovan have similar number of users the whole time they're around, but we're already good at the Astro and it's less complex, so I'm probably just going to stick with it, even if the Rodovan gets slightly higher. Oh, and so eventually you can also add anti-cheat and copy protection to your games, but obviously in 1978 that wasn't a thing. All right, so let's look at the final raiders. Let's copy those settings. Let's look at the letters we got about the final raiders. They're very satisfied. Enthusiastic, enthusiastic, enthusiastic. Nice. All right. More core, better character design. Better character design, more core. And better level design, better mission design. Too easy. Oh, wow. Where am I going to take points away from here? Got to take away 3 points. It's got to be in these two, so try that, I guess. Maybe I'm thinking this. Try it. Should be pretty good, though. Plus, we got password saves. Password saves for an RPG. Good day. That would be... I don't know about that, folks. Imagine. Password for an RPG. Like, because an RPG would have so many variables, right? Like, I just couldn't imagine. Young people probably don't even remember passwords. God, I remember, like, Mega Man had a pretty complex password system. Pretty sure the first Metroid was passwords, wasn't it? And not save. Like, for anybody who doesn't know, the original Legend of Zelda was the first game to have the save thing. The save battery on the cartridge. That's a piece of trivia for you. That was the first game that you could actually save. Because it was too complex. Like, you couldn't have done passwords for Zelda. Right? There was too many variables, right? So yeah. So that's a little trivia for you. Yeah, so we still got some polishing and stuff to do, or some bug fixing, some polishing to do, some marketing to do. Sound team's already done. But the problem is now, like, this team's so far away. Like, I feel like my research team is going to spend a lot of time just sitting. Because Mega Man, it was just which bosses you had beaten, right? And there was only so many combinations of bosses. Cyberpunk 1977, release beta demo, and pre-release for the press, and then we will ship it. I think it'll be pretty good. I mean, at this point, I'll be pretty disappointed if this isn't 85% plus. Honestly, I'll be disappointed if it's not 90. Ooh, 80 to 100 estimate. That's my highest estimate yet. It's my highest score for gameplay. It's my highest score for sound thus far. 48 hype's pretty solid hype. Hand it over to Tadu. Getting better at role-playing games. Just, couldn't imagine password saves for an RPG. Or for even like Legend of Zelda. 94. Beautiful. That's going to be a good game. Alright, let's throw it on pause. How's my research team doing? 2/3 done in console development. They're getting there, slowly. Alright, but I just realized it's after 4 o'clock. My time, local time. I'm on the east coast of Canada. So that's going to be it for the stream, but we will be back tomorrow. We will pick this up tomorrow, and we will get into making consoles tomorrow. Should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Remember to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Consider supporting me on Patreon. Special shout out and thank you to all my Patreons. Alyssa, who's been in the chat today, is one. Much appreciated. Most importantly, though, be good to each other. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Trunix, and everybody else.